swollen.
Hey guys, Asians here, and I'm bringing you another commentary. And if I do sound kind of tired, it's because I am. It's 3:20 in the morning right now, and it still counts. I am commentating on August 2nd, 2011, and yeah, I'm still up. But like I just said what the date was, but I am going to be mentioning the date from now on when my friends gave me that idea so I could keep track of my videos and what day it is, and that's about it. But before we get started to the discussion about my Wii craze and how I was trying to get it and stuff like that, because that's a pretty interesting story, I want to talk about this gameplay. I am playing Cage Match on Cod4, and I came across this guy and he was quick scoping, so I decided I might try it too. But this is a double whammy of games. I am going to be playing 2 games in a row with this guy, and the last game is 360s. I don't do too good, but I don't do too bad. I do go 10-3 this game, and I believe I go 10-5 the other game while doing 360s. But moving away from that, like I said, I will be talking about my Nintendo Wii story and what happened when the system actually came out, and basically how me and my dad and I, how we basically went store to store trying to find this system, and it was just really hectic. It took a while. I think it was about 4 months later we got it out of luck. Like, it was pure luck that we found it, but I'll get to that part. But anyways, when the Wii first came out, I don't remember when it came out. I think it was 2008, maybe 2009. I don't really play the Wii anymore. I don't really keep track of the info on it, so I can't really remember when it came out. But when it came out, I saw it on a commercial, and like any other boy seeing that type of commercial, they would be pretty excited for it, I'm guessing, because it was a new system, new technology, and I was like, I gotta have this system. So it was close to Christmas time, and I asked my parents, I was like, can I get the Wii for Christmas? And they were like, we'll see about it. Then later, honestly, guys, my parents aren't one of those parents that are like hiding presents away from me and stuff. They actually ask me what I want, and I tell them, and sometimes I actually go get it with them, because honestly, I like it doesn't matter if it's not a surprise to me, and my parents know that also, so they're fine with that. But basically, after that point where I asked for it, and my parents about a week later said, okay, we better start looking for them now, that's when the hunt began. Me and my dad going store to store. So the first store we went to, I think, was Walmart, and it was one of those situations where a lot of people were camping out the day before, and we pulled up to the Walmart, and it was really packed. And my dad said, okay, I don't think we're going to get a Wii here, because there were like literally a lot of people, and there's a GameStop right next to the Walmart also, and there were a lot of people all over the place. So we decided to skip out on that day. I don't think that was the release day. I think it was a couple days after. It might have been the release day, but we went back home and we didn't get one that day. But the next day, it was all sold out everywhere. I mean, everywhere. Everything was sold out. Even on the news, it said Nintendo Wii, like this was headline news. It was like Nintendo Wii selling out first day. And I was shocked, honestly. I didn't think it would sell that good. So I was kind of getting worried. I was like, am I going to be able to get this system like soon? Because I kind of want this. And then we waited about, I think they got more in the mail, like, or shipping or whatever, about 3 days later. And that time, instead of going to Walmart or GameStop, we went to a local Toys R Us, because we thought, hey, it's mostly little kid stuff. No one's gonna go there to get a gaming system. That's what we thought, but we were totally wrong. Right when we got there, the guy, we went in the afternoon, which is probably our fault, but the cashier guy was like, oh, they're sold out. We just sold the last one about 30 minutes ago. And once again, I was pretty devastated. And basically, this goes on and on and on and on. And one time, me and my dad we entered a contest because we were kind of desperate with this. So we entered a contest at our local BX, and if you don't know what a BX is, it's basically it's a military base shopping center, and we went there and we entered this contest. Like, it was like, win a Wii, just sign up, put your name in there, you can win a Wii. And I was probably hoping for the best, and I was once again devastated when they didn't call. I didn't really figure it. My dad figured that we weren't going to win, but I was really excited. I thought we were going to win because I didn't think a lot of people signed up for that thing, but I guess a lot of people did. But months and months of this stuff, just trying to find a Wii, happened over and over again. Then one day, it was my dad by himself because he went really early one day and I was still sleeping. He went to a local Best Buy and he called my mom early and he said, okay, I think we're actually going to be able to get one this time. And my mom woke me up and said, I think you got your dad's going to be able to get a Nintendo Wii. And I was like, sweet. Then I was basically expecting him to be carrying a Nintendo Wii and, like, to our house out of his car once he got home. But when he got home, he carried nothing, and I was like, is it in your trunk or something? He's like, no, I have some really bad news. And I was like, what? And he said, basically what happened was I thought I had a good chance. I was in the front of the line. This is my dad talking. I'm talking on his perspective, but he was like, I thought we had a good chance, and they ended up having 10 Nintendo Wiis, and you'll never guess what spot I was in. I was like, what? And he was like, 11th. He was in the 11th spot out of 10 for getting the Wii, and I was just like, okay, we're never going to get this system. So I kind of gave up with it. My parents, they were still looking on and off, and I think just in general, we were all giving up with it. But one day, me and my mom, we went to Target to get like some type of furniture for my dad or something. And while we were there, I just went to the gaming section. I was like, hey mom, can I go see if they have any Wiis? I didn't think they would have any, but I went over there and they had some. They had like 20 of them, and I asked the guy there and I was like, does anyone know about these? And he said, no, this time we actually forgot to put the news on the flyers, so no one knows about this shipment. So I was like, great, we could actually get one. But I asked my mom and she was like, no, we have to go ask your dad. And I was like, just buy one right now, we've been looking forever. So we went home, we got my dad was freaking out, going like, you guys should have gotten it. But we got my dad, we went back to Target and we got it, and that's basically it, guys. But that's my story of how I got the Wii, and it was a pretty hectic one. If you guys have any stories like that, please leave a comment down below. But that's it. I'm Asians, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.